Hey guys, Ethan from Zimmer Labs back with a quick video of the Obi Wan Episode 3 saber I just built. It is using this absolutely beautiful Inception Elite Roman Props Obi Wan hilt. It's done in chrome and it's about 1.5 pounds. It's got a really great weight to it. I thought I would take this opportunity to show you guys the difference real quick between the other option from Romans. This is the A New Hope Obi-Wan. This is the Episode 3 Inception Elite. This is called the MK1. Both are done in chrome and, well, not completely chrome, obviously, but this guy is, I think it's just a black wash on the metal sections here, and then we've got chrome, and brass. The difference is this guy, the A New Hope one, is probably 2.5 pounds, so this is really heavy. It's also a bit girthier, just, you know, there's more going on in this guy as far as thickness goes, and this guy is much more light, slim, elegant, airy, and more reminiscent of what Obi Wan carried in the original series, even though arguably this was the one he was carrying. But yeah, these are the two options that Roman has, and they're both gorgeous in their own way. This one, the A New Hope, has a Real Graphics clamp on it, whereas this guy is just designed to look like it. With that, let's get to the actual build itself. The way this guy works is, this is, inside here we have a Goth master chassis, and you access it by unscrewing the bottom section here, and rather than a kill key on this guy, recharge port is right here, but rather than a kill key, wired in a master on and off switch, which is right here. So, oh, that was already on. Turn it on. Now we've got some life. I did, right in the very bottom section here, another light cycle of Neopixels, which starts out white and relatively slow when you fire up the saber. Speeds up and goes to a deep blue, kind of acting as if it's, you know, what's powering the saber, maybe generating the power to power the crystals, or maybe it's you know, some sort of turbine that the crystals power up, which actually powers the blade. Who knows? It's all just silly anyhow, but you know, think of it however you like. That can be done in any color you like. The initial is white to blue, but it could be white to red, or red to yellow, or green to green, whatever you want to do. And you can also have the spool up time be faster, slower, longer, the RPMs be faster, slower, and the width of the actual light cycling around it can be wider or skinnier. Totally customizable, totally up to you, and that is a function of the Teensysaber that's in here, which is installed right under this panel right here. Let's show you guys one other cool feature of the Neopixel color cycle that's in here. You actually see it through the bottom of the speaker port here. So even when this is closed up, you still get to see the LEDs going around, cycling around. So let's fire it up. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Spinning back down. Access. If you want to access the USB or the SD card, you slide this guy up, and then you unscrew this little knob here, or greeble, whatever you want to call it, and then the whole thing slides. And this panel, actually, you can take this bottom bit all the way off if you like. And you'll notice that I actually got a 28mm bass speaker in this guy. The install instruction says that you can only get a premium speaker in here, but if you're careful, and precise, and if you cut a little tiny bit of the inside of the chassis out, you can fit a bass speaker in here, which I prefer to do just because the sound is a bit better, or at least a bit more full, if not better. So this cover simply tabs onto these two brass rods here. You remove that and you have access to your USB access, and the SD card is just below, which is handy because, as we all know, these things are constantly being reprogrammed, sound fonts are being changed. Am I putting this on backwards? I think I probably was. I still am. There we go. Just snaps back in. Slide this guy back up. And then tighten up this greeble again to lock it back in place. And go ahead and put the bottom back on. Lock the hilt down again. Now we've got a rock solid hilt again. The way it works is you have underneath the activation box here, you've got a master on switch here and an auxiliary switch under here. So that'll cycle through your blades, and this will ignite your saber. There is, of course, a really, really nice crystal chamber as part of the master chassis. Again, Goth 3 Designs does really, really nice work. You unscrew the top half to do the crystal reveal and fire it up. I have it programmed to the crystal chamber mimics whatever the blade is doing. It's printed in 18 karat gold and rhodium. Those are my two favorite things to print with. And then you've got some brass rods here and a threaded 440 rod being the bits that hold it together. We've got two real quartz crystals in there. That's tough to find two quartz crystals that fit because it's just, there's not much room in there. But if you're careful and you take your time, you can find some quartz that'll fit just right. There's a green blade.
The Force Awakens, Graflex.
It's a magenta blade. That was a white blade, and then this is the rainbow blade, so the crystals, of course, are going to be rainbow colored. Now, I think one of the shortcomings of this design is that you'll notice the top end here is, well, it's floppy, and that's because it's not actually structurally connected to the crystal chamber, which means that you're stressing the crystal chamber, and the wires that run up through the neck here to actually connect the blade to are really likely to be damaged if you're not extremely careful. So this is probably the thing I'm most happy with about this saber. I just got rid of the need to have wires running up there. I implemented a TCSS Neopixel blade connector in the inside here, and then my own custom design on the top here. This is a part of the TCSS Neopixel connector system, this black plastic shroud. But this is my own design inside with different pogo pins and a different arrangement. But now, this guy is completely independent. The blade connection here runs to the crystal chamber connection here and no longer has any wires involved. So you don't have to worry about anything breaking. And if you want to display this, you can unscrew this guy and then just take it off. As simple as that. You don't have to worry about damaging anything when you do the crystal reveal there. And once you tighten it up, this guy is incredibly sturdy and stable again. Blade connection is here. Might as well do that real quick for you guys. It only goes in about 1/2 inch. But there is a set screw, really tiny set screw right there that locks the blade in. So why don't we just do that real quick. There's your fire blade. So we're going to do some blaster blocks by pressing the aux switch here. Or a blade lockup by holding that and giving it a pop. Next blade we did was just red. There's a blaster block effect. This is a blue fire blade, which is appropriate for Obi Wan. The blade lockup. Green blade just for fun, why not? Whoops. Magenta, just because, why not? This is a gradient blade. First time I've tried this color setup, but it's white to blue to white. It's kind of hard to pick up on the video here, but you could see it actually in the reflection of the monitor back here in a much more accurate way. It's just a funky blade color, just because the Teensysaber can, so you know what? Frederick programmed it to do it. Why not? Rainbow blade because, well, it's spectacular, even if it's silly. And one thing I've not actually pointed out in any of my prior videos is that this guy does have a built-in media player, and all you do to activate a track is just do a long press on the activation switch. So same thing to turn it off. Now every preset has its own audio track, so the next blade will be different. Or maybe not for that blade. Old classic. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, as always, don't hesitate to ask. If you guys need a saber built, let me know. And have a good week.